Hey guys, Adam Fennig here with Fennig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Today, we're going to go into the classroom and talk ROI. We're going to get out our calculators and talk about how these spreaders really just boil down to numbers. And what I mean by that is, let's talk about acres per hour, gallons per hour, and how much savings you can get not only on your fertilizer costs that you're spreading, but also on the custom application costs that you're paying every year. How long will it take you to pay off this 16-foot spreader if you're doing 1,000 acres or 2,000 or 3,000 acres? How many acres will it take to pay this thing off? We're going to run through a formula, and you'll see it here soon, and we're going to talk about how we can run those numbers to put a serious ROI on a BBI fertilizer spreader.
All right, guys, so today we're going to talk through the cost and use calculator, and this is a calculator that we use when trying to put our thumb on the exact ROI, or acres that we need to cover, or years that we need to own a machine for it to pay it for itself over and over again. And so on this particular setup, up top, we can put in our fuel consumption, cost of fuel. Of course, all these numbers are going to change for everyone. And so I picked some pretty average numbers there for when running spreaders and costs of the field. So we can go down through here. We can change our speed. We can get a little more conservative and maybe go to 9 miles an hour instead of 10. We're spreading fertilizer in this scenario, so we're going to be talking an 80-foot swath. And with BBIs, we spread 80 and we drive 80, so our effective interval is the same as our spread pattern. In this example, we can do 900 acres in a year or 1,000, whatever it is that you would want to punch in there. And then the application fee that your custom applicator charges. A lot of folks around here are starting to do a $13, $10 to $13 range. I put in the 13. Your labor cost, that's getting higher and higher. You could do either an hourly wage there, or you can do wages plus insurance, whatever you're providing. That number can climb pretty quick. Applications per year, I put 2. And then the cost of the spreader, that can of course change, and that changes our numbers. So you can see as we enter in these numbers, it changes our overall savings and all of the factors down there in the bottom. And so what I want you to look at is, you've got your lifetime savings down there. So what we talk about and what we're going to talk about here is how much this spreader can save us, not only in application costs, but we're also going to talk about how much it can save us in the cost of fertilizer itself. And that right there is something that guys overlook a lot, is when you own a spreader, you now have bargaining power when it comes to purchasing that fertilizer from whoever you want to. You don't have to buy it from that co-op that's doing your spreading. You can now shop around. So we're going to put in there $50 per ton savings and a rate of 250 pounds to come to our year one fertilizer savings of $6,000. That's a true number that I hear a lot from guys. That is extremely realistic. And then we go over here and look at our lifetime savings, $125,000. That's over 7 years, and you can look year 1, year 2, year 3. It breaks it all down, and at the end of the day, when you own this spreader for 7 years, you've spread 14,000 acres with it. At the end of the day, in fertilizer and custom rates, that thing has saved you $132,000 and some change, and that's extremely impressive when when we look at ROI and how to manage what these things do. So that's the cost and use calculator. And it's a real efficient tool to punch in these numbers. Feel free to use your own numbers and give us a call. We can run some numbers on your own farm as well.